Hello and welcome to Education at SSBJ online video tutorials. We were in chapter number 17, Stars and Solar System of class 8th CBSE. In the previous video tutorials, we have discussed the answers of some of the exercise questions. We'll go to the next exercise question, that is question number 15. The radius of Jupiter is 11 times the radius of the Earth. Calculate the ratio of the volumes of Jupiter and the Earth. How many Earths can Jupiter accommodate? Right, here what we have to find out is how many Earths we can put in Jupiter, and what is the ratio of volume of Jupiter to the volume of Earth. And what do you mean by the ratio? Volume of Jupiter divided by volume of Earth. So if you find this number, whatever answer you get, that will give you the answer for how many Earths can Jupiter accommodate. That's basically a meaning of ratio of two volumes. Volume of Jupiter divided by volume of Earth. Now you must have studied in mathematics, the formula to find out volume. Now what is the volume of sphere? Volume of sphere can be given by a formula 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Right? So what is r then? R is the radius of the sphere. If this is the sphere, not a circle, then this is r. Okay? So the volume of sphere can be given by the formula 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Okay. Now what is given? The radius of Jupiter is 11 times the radius of Earth. Let us say, let radius of Earth is let's say r, small r. Okay, r units, any unit it can be. Therefore, what will be the volume of Earth? Volume of Earth will be, apply this, it will be 4 upon 3 pi r cube, because r is the radius of Earth. Now, radius of Jupiter is given 11 times that of Earth. Right? 11 times that of Earth. Right? 11 times that of Earth. And what is the radius of Earth? R unit. And therefore, radius of Jupiter is 11 R unit. So this is the radius of Jupiter. It's 11, right? Therefore, volume of, so I'll write therefore, volume of Jupiter, apply the formula 4 upon 3, this is 3, pi into radius cube. Now radius is not r, radius is 11r. So you have to put the bracket here 11r whole cube, and this is the volume of Jupiter. Now what is asked? Find the ratio of. So this is a separate part. Find the ratio of volume of Jupiter to the volume of Earth. Okay, please read again. Volume of Jupiter to the volume of Earth, not the volume of Earth to volume of Jupiter. So let us take now the ratio will become ratio will be, now the ratio of volume of Jupiter and Earth, okay, is equal to volume of Jupiter divided by volume of Earth. Now we have already found what is volume of Earth, that is equal to 4 by 3, I am writing this way, 4 by 3 pi r cube, and that is divided by volume of, this is 4 by 3 pi 11 r cube. So we have to write 11 r cube here because it's a Jupiter, right? So Jupiter volume is this 11 r cube divided by 4 by 3 pi r cube, which will become, 4 by 3 gets cancelled, pi gets cancelled, so it becomes 11 r whole cube divided by r cube, right? And that will become, so 11 cube is 1331. So we'll keep this r cube same here as it is, divided by r cube. So this r cube will get cancelled, and finally what remains is 1331 divided by 1. So that will be equal to 1331 divided by 1, right? And this is the ratio. So the ratio of the volume of Jupiter to the volume of Earth can be written this way: 1331 is to 1. What does it mean? It means that 1331, I am writing here, there is no space there, 1331 Earths can be accommodated, right? Can be put inside in one Jupiter. Right? And this is what it means. Okay, what is the question now? How many Earths can Jupiter accommodate? This is the answer. And calculate the ratio of the volume of Jupiter and the Earth, and this is the answer. So for that we need to know volume of a sphere. This is how we can calculate. So when you write in the examination, write it neatly, right? Let all the equal signs be one below the other so that the presentation is good. Question number 16. This is a question on our understanding of solar system. Bojo made the following sketch, right? This is taken straight away from your NCERT textbook of the solar system. Is the sketch correct? If not, correct it. So there is a solar system diagram in front of you now, and you have to check it whether all the planets which are shown here are arranged properly or not. As I have already told you, we can make use of a mnemonics, a sentence like, my very elegant mother just showed us 9 planets. If you can remember this sentence, right, you can remember all the planets starting from Mercury to Neptune in the order of increasing order of distance from the sun. So you can even have your own mnemonics here. This is a mnemonics which is already there with a slight alter. We have made this showed, or 9 planet, slight change here. So you can make your own mnemonics. So here the first letter M gives us the knowledge of understanding Mercury is the nearest one, followed by V is Venus, E is Earth, and so on. And now it is very clear, my very elegant mother or elderly mother, you can say, right? So we'll go back to the picture now, right? In this picture you can see here, after Sun, Mercury has come. So first one will be that's Mercury. Okay, very starts with V, and that should be a Venus. So after Mercury, it's a Mars which is coming, which is wrong, right? So this should have been gone there. So this is one error made in this diagram. After that we'll see Earth over, Jupiter over, and then Saturn is there. And there is an asteroid belt here. And we know that asteroid belt will be in between Mars and Jupiter. So since the Mars is taken here soon after the Mercury, asteroid belt is shown here between Jupiter and Saturn, which is again wrong. Now, we'll continue with this now. Neptune is the next and followed by Uranus. It should be interchanged. So Uranus should have come here. So followed by Neptune. So these are the few errors which are there in the diagram. So Bojo's sketch of the solar system is not correct because he has interchanged the positions of Mars and Venus. So this is one. You can underline this when you write this as an answer. And then also the positions of Uranus and Neptune. He has shown the asteroid belt in the gap between Saturn and Jupiter, which is supposed to be between Mars and Jupiter. Now the next question is, if not, correct it. Now you have to draw the diagram and correct it. This is the wrong diagram, but I found one diagram in the net, beautifully drawn by hand. So your diagram requires the way how it is drawn here. So it is properly drawn, right? Very artistically, a sun followed by Mercury, very, Venus, elderly, Earth, mother, right? Mars, just, Jupiter, showed, us, 9, okay, that is Neptune. So all these things are there in this planet. Even the meteors are shown. So please practice this drawing of planets, and remember the order of all the planets in either increasing distance from the sun or opposite of that. Thank you. And that is question number 40. Why is the distance between stars expressed in light years? What do you understand by the statement that star is 8 light years away from the Earth? Now, just before answering this question straightway, let us again revise the meaning of light year. So what is light year then? Light year is a unit of astronomical distance, right? And what do you mean by astronomical distance? The distance between astronomical bodies or celestial bodies or stars, right? Since the distance between two stars, let's say in kilometer or in meters, it is difficult to express because the number goes for a very long sentence, right? So therefore a separate unit is required, and that unit is a light year. So please remember, this light year is not a unit of time, it's a unit of distance. Well, having said that, what does 1 light year means? So distance covered by light in 1 year is 1 light year. So please remember this. Now, how much is that distance the light covers in 1 light year in either kilometers or meters? Well, we should know how much the distance light covers in 1 second, and that we call it as speed of light, right? So we know that speed of light is 3 lakh kilometer. So in front of 3, how many zeros? 3, 4, 5. 3 lakhs kilometer, and we have to write per second. Okay, what does it means? It means in 1 second a light covers 3 lakh kilometers. Now let us convert into meters, and this will be equal to 3 into, you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros are there. So 1000 meters is equal to 1 kilometer. 3 more zeros we have to add. So we have to add how many zeros? 8 zeros. Already 5 are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 zeros. And then we have to write meters per second. Look at the unit. Okay. Or in short, we can write 3 into, you must have learnt in mathematics to express this to the power of 10. So how many zeros are there? 8 zeros are there here. 8 zeros are there. So it will be 10 raised to 8 meters per second, which means the light in 1 second, light covers how much? So I am writing here 3 into 10 raised to 8 meters. Again, you don't write meters per second here. So already we have taken here in 1 second light covers 3 into 10 raised to 8 meters. So please remember it is in 1 second. Now what did we understand by meaning of light year? Light year is the distance covered in 1 year. Okay, in 1 second it covers this much of distance. In 1 second, if light covers 3 into 10 raised to 8 meters of distance, then in 1 year how much of distance it covers? So we have to convert it first by 3 into 10 raised to 8 is meter is for 1 second, right? And then we'll convert it for 1 minute, means we have to multiply it by 60 seconds, and then we have to convert it by 1 hour, then we have to multiply it by another 60 minutes, and then we have to multiply it for 24. And why 24? 21 day, and then 365. So approximately you will get a number 9.461 into 10 raised to 12. 10 raised to 12, okay, kilometer, if we express in kilometer, right? If we express this in kilometer, you will get this much, right? Or if you express this in meters, it will be 9.461 into 10 raised to 15 kilometers. Okay, so 3 zeros I have taken out, so it is in kilometers. So please remember 1 light year, in short I am writing here, is equal to 9.461 into 10 raised to 12 kilometers. Okay, what does it mean? It means that suppose if there is a star away from us, let us suppose Okay, so this is the Earth, and distance between that star and Earth is, let's say, 1 light year. What does it mean? It means that the distance between Earth and that star is 9.461 into 10 raised to 12 kilometers. So it is 9.461 into 10 raised to 12 kilometer. 10 raised to 12 it is. Okay. 10 raised to 12 kilometers. Right. Which means if a light moves in this speed, okay, 3 lakh kilometer per second, if the light moves with this speed from here, it will take 1 year to reach here, Earth. I hope you have understood this. If a light moves in its speed, and what is its speed? 3 lakh kilometer per second. If it starts moving from here, so how much time it will take to reach the Earth? 1 year. Because the distance between them is 1 light year. And if the distance between them is 1 light year, light takes 1 year to reach. Suppose if the distance between them is 2 light year, light takes 2 years to reach. Or if it is 3 light year, light takes 3 years to reach. And same way, if the distance between, okay, Earth and the star is 8 light year, and then it will take 8 years to reach the Earth. Right? So answer will be 8 years. Now let us write properly, the answer for this. Right? And what will be the answer? Distance between the stars are very large in magnitude. Hence, the new unit is required so that the value of distance is not so big and sensible. A light year is defined as the distance traveled by light in 1 year. And how much is that equal to? 1 year. 1 light year is equal to 9.461 into 10 raised to 12 kilometers. So 8 light year is equal to, you have to multiply this by 8. Okay, so many kilometers. So what does 8 light year distance from the Earth mean? 8 light year distance here, 8 light year, which means 7.57 into 10 raised to 13 kilometers. Okay, for this much of distance it takes 1 year. Okay, it takes 1 year, and so if the distance is this much, light will take 8 years to reach, and that's why a star is 8 light years away from Earth, which means that light from the star takes 8 years to reach. Okay, so this is the first answer for the first part of the question, and this is the answer for the second part of the question. So you have to write both the answers. I hope you have understood.